$1,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the
Liz.
line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, that's just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the
time of need come, you can tap into that resource, and God will bless you to have the same energy that you're giving out to others for when your time of need comes. And that's how that works. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversation. We're going to get into the show. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, join us live for the Truth Summit on Saturday, October 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 3rd Street Market Hall. This exclusive in-person roundtable will examine the state of finances, education, and politics for Black Milwaukee. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by expert guests for a lively debate and insights that you can't afford to miss. We've got it covered on the pulse of Black Milwaukee. Get your tickets to the Truth Summit by visiting 1017thetruth.com.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to continue their hot streak as they host the Menominee Falls Phoenix. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Leff's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place and instead of what you came for, you found a phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. For help with drug use, call 1-800-662-HELP for free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/knowtherisks.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Weezy. Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Running on diesel, dog. Playing with my name, this lethal, dog. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dog. Don't just say it down, you gotta show me.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, look, I got a story I just seen. It was just released September 16th. This is about an investigation that took place that revealed Texas Medical School, they was leasing out body parts of unclaimed corpses. So let's say if your loved one get out here, something tragic happens, and they can't identify the body, I guess they took that body and the medical school started leasing out the body parts because these were unclaimed people. And this was unbeknownst to the loved ones of these people that had passed away. Well, if y'all watching as we broadcast live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube, we got the visual from the NBC News investigation. I want to hear some of this because this is interesting, because many times when people go missing for a couple months or 2 months and we'd be wondering where they at. Well, in this situation, a Texas medical center had been studying and leasing out the body parts of unclaimed people without the consent of that person or any survivors. Let's listen.
Victor Carl Honey was a U.S. military veteran who served in the Army for nearly a decade.
He was very friendly. He was outgoing, a nice dresser.
After being honorably discharged, he began struggling with mental illness and homelessness. Then in 2022, he died of an apparent heart attack while living alone on the streets of Dallas. Honey was entitled to a burial with military honors, but instead, something else happened.
I think they think, homeless black man, he ain't got no family. They don't care about him. You were wrong about this one.
An NBC News investigation has found that Honey was among more than 2,300 people who died in the Dallas-Fort Worth region and were given to a state medical school that used and made money off their body parts, at times as their own families searched for them. For Honey, within a month of his death, the Dallas Medical Examiner's Office deemed him unclaimed, reporting phones for family members they tried were disconnected. And yet, he did have relatives, some living right there in Dallas. His ex-wife, Kimberly, and their 2 adult children say they had even visited Honey in a hospital months prior to his death.
To hear that your ex-husband has been deemed an unclaimed person, what's your reaction to that?
That's crazy. We're here. We've always been here. His son has his same name. How could he be unclaimed?
This is where Victor Honey's body was then taken, the University of North Texas Health Science Center, where, according to government documents, his body was then frozen, cut into pieces, and sent out to different medical groups across the country, all without his prior consent or his family's knowledge. Those documents show Honey's severed right leg sent to a Swedish medical device maker for $341. His torso shipped to a medical education company in Pittsburgh, which paid $900. And for $210, a pair of bones from his skull went to the U.S. Army for military medical training.
What? His right leg was sold.
Yes, ma'am.
His temporal bone, his torso.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think he would have wanted this?
No, he never wanted to be. The 10 years we were married, he never wanted to be an organ donor. We talked about it.
And Honey is not alone. NBC News reviewed thousands of pages of government records and data which reveal repeated failures to reach family members before declaring a body unclaimed. Our team has identified 12 cases in which families learned months or years later that a loved one had been provided to the medical school. 5 of those families found out what happened from NBC News, including Honey's, a year and a half after his death.
I don't believe they tried to find us. I don't believe they did. You can find people. NBC found me in a day. You can find people.
Why do you think they did it?
For money. They did it to him, a decorated military veteran. They'll do it to anybody. And that's not okay.
It's not okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, I look for a lot of missing people. And at some point, the conditions of some of these men or, elderly people, when they go missing, when they left out, whether the nursing home or where they were staying, the aftercare of places where they were staying, when they leave out, they just kind of like vanish almost. Like, where did they go? And when I see this story, it makes me raise an eyebrow, DJ Brother Zeke. If your body goes unclaimed, it's worth money. They can take some of your body parts, like your leg, and it got a value to it. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to think that that's happening. But here go the evidence right here. A medical center was over here doing this with unclaimed corpse without the permission of the families. Never really tried to put any effort into looking for their loved one, and they made a profit off the body. So we got to think about that too. A lot of y'all, y'all talk about, organ harvesting and things like that. I mean, I believe it's happening, but I believe this right here is more likely to be happening. Where, okay, this person been sitting here for a while, nobody ain't said nothing. Let's call one of these medical places. Let's hit them up and see how much they charge for an arm and a leg. I think this more likely to be happening than somebody trying to go after and trying to take somebody's organs and fighting and trying to hustle them out for the organs, because you can get some money chopping up body parts now. Or this been going on and we just now finding out. It's just now coming to light. Hey, what you think, DJ Brother Z?
That's crazy.
Crazy. And you think you ain't worth nothing. Some of y'all think y'all not worth nothing, but I always tell people the deaf industry is worth billions of dollars. It's people running around here now and they, they may not feel like their life is worth anything. But I'm going to tell you, it's a whole industry ready for you to, waiting on you in the aftermath if something bad happens. And when you start recognizing that, you got to make sure that you keep your head on a swivel. I always tell people, DJ Brother Z, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Because even in tragedy, it's money to be made off your life. Even in tragedy. Hey. But like I said, if y'all got a loved one that's been missing and without a trace, try to call the medical centers and see if they went to the chop shop. Because that's what it sounds like to me. That's exactly what this sounds like. Now this is what they investigated going on in Texas. But it's other places set up with the medical centers and stuff like that. All right. Well, on another story I was looking at, this was a bank robbery, not even a bank robbery. This was the check cashing place that was 2 men came through the ceiling. And while DJ Brother Z get this up before we go to the pop culture report, now it's getting desperate. A lot of people are getting desperate, Truth Nation. And what happened was when I saw this story, I said, wow, these people in Atlanta, they went into a check cashing place store and they fell in from the ceiling, Truth Nation. They crawled through the ventilator like on the movies and fell through the ceiling, and I think that they got away with at least 100 and some thousand in cash. It's getting desperate, people getting creative. And y'all think I be joking when I tell you, like, it's the election time and they want to try to act like it ain't no inflation and prices ain't up, and people, especially in our communities, poor communities, that people ain't thinking about alternative ways to get some money. Especially in our neighborhoods where, if you miss a week, if you miss a check, you might lose everything. I don't even hear them have conversations on how to deal with the situations in our community. A lot of this political talk, it ain't got nothing to do with what we going through in our neighborhoods. They talking about the middle class. They talking about taxing the rich. But what about us? We getting taxed. But these brothers in Atlanta then came through the ceiling. And I'm gonna get DJ Bruzzy gonna play the audio. If y'all watching 101.7 The Truth as we broadcast live on YouTube, we got some video. Tap in.
September 3rd inside Atlanta check cashers. An early morning drop-in. You see a suspect feet first come through the ceiling before falling to the floor, heading straight to the employee, ordering her to the ground. As a second suspect drops in with a pink duffel bag, take a look at the front door. A customer walks into the lobby, unaware, right into a robbery. However, police say the suspects order the employee to get the customer to leave. Once the coast is clear, the suspects walk the employee to a room filled with several safes. Seconds later, she opens one and you can see the stacks of cash. A suspect takes off the Adidas bag, moves the employee to the side of the safe before packing up more than $150,000. Police say what we don't see are the two suspects then taking the employee to a bathroom where they duct taped her. 9 minutes after dropping in through the ceiling, the suspects emerge in the back of the business, appearing to have a conversation about their ski mask. The guy on the right pulls his up before they walk out. Surprisingly, at the very same time, a woman just happened to be walking by.
Thanks for watching. Stay on.
This is like a movie scene. DJ Brother Z, you know, if y'all was watching on YouTube on 101.7 The Truth as we broadcast live, we got the video. We saw the people coming through the ceiling. But people getting desperate, DJ Brother Z. That looked like something in a movie. And they got away with it. Unconventional ways to get paid. You know, people getting desperate. Keep y'all head on the swivel. Hey, look, to my business owners, making sure y'all look twice before y'all, look around. Because it's getting hard out here. And, desperate times, some people start taking desperate measures. And when I saw this video, I had to bring it to the show because I think I seen this on, the Batman, The Dark Knight or something, where they was coming through the ceiling? Wow. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 101.7 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
An integrated strategy, including infrastructure, community involvement, education, enforcement, and legislative reforms. Yeah, we've kind of heard that before already. It can correct pretty much anything, right? They use it for everything except reckless driving in Milwaukee. I want you to consider this now. Expand the number of police officers in neighborhoods where reckless driving is happening, punish with fines, extended license suspensions, use speed and red light cameras. We need to inform people about the repercussions of reckless driving, and then we need to follow through with punishment. We need to continue to build speed bumps, roundabouts, narrow the lanes to help traffic slow down. And while you're at it, designate some space for bicycles and pedestrians only. We need to encourage the use of mobile apps to report reckless driving since you're on your phone anyway. And finally, promote local and state legislation that successfully combats irresponsible driving. Yeah, we've heard that before, but no. Just enforce the laws we already have on the books. And by combining this, Milwaukee drivers can enjoy a safe environment that lowers reckless driving, all the risks that come with it. Why? Well, this needs to be the Common Council and the city's primary focus. So perhaps next time there won't be that, dead on arrival traffic bill in Milwaukee Common Council or that traffic bill in state legislature. But then if you're driving, you might want to be careful. I mean, the next thing that's dead on arrival could be you.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Are you ready to start a meaningful career in healthcare? Are you looking for a job that fits your work-life balance? Become a certified direct care professional today and make life better for older adults or people with a disability. WIS Caregiver Careers makes it easy with free online training plus earn a $500 bonus. See your name on Wisconsin's Certified Direct Care Registry. Sign up today at wiscaregivercdcp.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Time is running out on the Brewers regular season. Hurry up and catch the crew battle the Diamondbacks September 20th through the 22nd for College Night and a Brewers Puffy Vest giveaway on the 21st. Get your seats now at brewers.com/tickets.
I feel so stuck. The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth, powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneim. The Milwaukee Brewers got a bounce-back win over the Philadelphia Phillies on Wednesday night. This one by a final score of 2-1. And for the second consecutive season, the Brewers officially clinching the NL Central crown.
Party like ever you want till midnight. And then remember, you've got to decide, make the choice that you're going to believe that there's a reason this group ended up first place, wire to wire.
The Crew will welcome in the Diamondbacks later tonight at American Family Field to begin a 4-game series. First pitch set for 6:15. The Green Bay Packers got some good news on Wednesday afternoon. Quarterback Jordan Love partaking in his first practice since his MCL sprain back on the team's season opener on September 6th.
Trying to see how it feels every day and come here and keep doing the treatment, keep doing the rehab, and take it day by day and just keep filling it out, but it's still better for us.
Packers officially listing Love as limited in practice. His status for Sunday is still unknown. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It is amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World.
Yeah. I was keeping it juicy, y'all.
What's happening in?
I think Ben needs to be quiet. I think Ben needs to shut up. Yeah, I think Ben needs to be quiet.
Oh, wow.
Damn, well, I gotta
and y'all do a show together.
Yeah, you know.
Unfortunately.
Is this pretty much what goes on when y'all...
He get on my nerves. With his ideologies and his logic that makes no sense.
Look, I'm the one who makes sense. You over there.
Here we go.
I promise you right now, if I were to tell the world what we talked about yesterday and you thought was good content and I said was absolutely not, they would be on my side.
I want to hear it.
You want to hear it, Tori? You want to hear some of our discussions?
Well, I just want to hear what you thought was not good.
Okay.
And you thought was excellent.
Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's
do it.
Okay, so with that being said, Truth Nation and everybody who watches us on Instagram, all the juicy jammers, we had a video that actually was received well by the public, Tori. Very well by the public.
Yes.
All right, and it was in regards to Diddy. All right, we did a video on Diddy. You know, me and you had earlier. I did a video, and Carrie Noni Juice, with her creativity, put a nice thumbnail of P. Diddy on. I was like, oh man, that's great. But then we went a step further, and on our show, Jamming with the Juice, which is on between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m., the 69 God decides to call in. You know who the 69 God is?
Is that Drake?
No, it's Al. Al is the 69 guy.
Oh, wow.
He calls in and says some crazy stuff about he would have attended the Diddy parties and, don't use baby oil because it actually burns. So Diddy didn't even know what he was doing. That's what the 69 guy says. But the video, it's at like 14,000 views on Instagram.
Is it at 14 right now?
Yeah. Last time I checked, it was at 14,000. But in the video, you know how on videos you could actually put the words that's being said, captions that's actually being said.
Closed caption.
Whatever. She get on my nerves, man. The AI develops the words, right? And sometimes it gets the words misspelled, right?
Not even just misspelled, they are wrong. Like completely different words that's not being said.
I've seen that.
Okay. My argument was the fact that Juice, the video is doing well. Well, Ben. Well,
no,
you know what?
That's not even how it started.
No.
That's not even how it started.
She basically said...
Let me tell it, because me ain't about to lie to y'all.
You see why it's difficult to deal with black women?
So what happened was, I am in charge of the Instagram page, the Truth Instagram page.
You the manager now?
And so Benjamin has the password to the Instagram page. So he goes on to post certain clips from the shows. Now, I have noticed in the past that he puts the closed captions on, so even if you are not listening to it, you can read what is being said in the video. I I noticed often the words are either misspelled or they're the wrong word.
He didn't go in there and edit.
He doesn't go in and edit it. And so I've let the first couple slide through. I'm like, okay, whatever. But this one particular video is doing somewhat decent. And so I just wanted to ask him because this time the words are really wrong. Instead of saying Diddy, it says like daddy. And so I asked him, I said, Ben, do you go back to check the captions or do you just let them go up there? And he was like, no, I don't edit them. I just let them, do what it do.
Let them fly.
And so I told him, I said, next time, like, can you
Is that what you said?
I literally said to you, I said, well, Ben, how about next time, can you, like, moving forward, can you not just let, what did I say?
What happened was
There we go.
No, we go into production 3, and I'll come off with a compliment. I was like, Juice, man, hey, I think the Instagram strategy yesterday was great. Oh, for real? What'd you like about it? I was like, we did the Diddy thing with Tory earlier, and then after that we posted our stuff. I was like, it was great. Oh, well, those captions in there, the words are wrong. I'm like, Juice, I think you being too critical about the words and not understanding that the content is the content. People, look, I'm not saying that people don't pay attention to the wording. However, they really pay attention to the content that's actually being pushed through.
That is not what you said.
Unless you're deaf. I said unless you're deaf.
What did he say, Juice?
I said unless you're deaf, it's the only way you're not finna understand.
Because hold on, Ben. Sometimes when you talk to women, what you say and how they get
how they interpret it.
She's gonna interpret it her way.
I was asking him, does he edit the captions? He told me no. I pretty much said, hey, moving forward, can you at least just edit the captions?
That wasn't the conversation.
Is this not what I asked you, though?
I came to that conclusion.
Did I not ask you
Ben,
that?
do you have a problem with editing the captions?
He's not even letting me finish.
That's what it comes down to.
He's not letting me finish because he wanted to act like this didn't happen. This legitimately happened. So I said either edit the captions or don't put the captions at all, because moving forward, if the captions are wrong, I'm just going to start taking the videos down, because I don't think it makes our brand look good when we are purposefully having misspelled words or words that are wrong. And Benjamin told me, Juice, that's what gets the views. If people see stuff is misspelled, they gonna comment like, y'all dumb, y'all can't even spell.
Oh, wow.
And I said, Ben, that is not the type of views that we want.
He wants the retarded views. Hey.
And
he wants the crazy
Juice,
views. Oh,
you don't
wow.
have to be professional all the time. Like, I understand where you coming from. But it makes for great content. This is what you said. You said it makes for great content for us to leave the words misspelled, because now people will share it and comment and say we stupid and fix our words.
I didn't say that.
And I said, Ben, that is not what we want to do as a brand, and I'm asking you to either edit the captions or don't put the captions at all, or the next time I see it, I'm taking it down. Like, that's period.
No.
Because we are not about to go as a brand having misspelled words and wrong words on purpose because
Ben,
you think it makes for good content.
Straighten up the captions, Ben. Take 5 minutes.
And see, Tory,
and I said anybody would agree with me. We're not about to purposefully have words wrong just so people can think we stupid. Like, that makes no sense.
Wow. That's how she interpreted what I said.
That's what you said.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
That is what you said, word for word.
Here we go.
I got mad because I'm like, why do you even want to have a post up?
And this
like
goes
that?
on for an hour a day.
Yeah, and that's what I deal with, Tory. This is my co-star right here.
I don't think I did. I don't think the ask was that bad. All I said was, can you please just read the captions?
You're a producer. You know how to go in there and edit it.
But he like clickbaity stuff, and I don't do the clickbait stuff. Like, I don't want people thinking we stupid on purpose. Like, that makes no sense.
What I said was, and my point to it was, it just gives people more to pull from. All right, it gets people more invested into what's actually going on. All right, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
So you do it on purpose.
You could correct me if I'm wrong, but what I said in the end, because Juice didn't give me the option, I was like, you know what, Juice, in the end, I'll just go ahead and recorrect him.
And then what did I say? I said, that's all I was asking you in the beginning. But you tried to argue with me. I did. I asked you in the beginning, do you edit? I said, do you edit them or do you just let them fly? And I said, well, moving forward, can you at least either edit them or don't edit at all? And so if at the end of the conversation you say, all right, Juice, that's all you wanted was for me to just edit it, I'll do it. And I said, exactly. That's all I was asking.
So I was just saying that I thought you was being too critical to content. That's what I said.
Oh, my gosh.
It was being too critical.
Tory Lowe, do you think that's being too critical to content?
It did great. The numbers is there.
Purposefully having misspelled words and words wrong just so it adds to the value of the content. To me, that does not add to the value of the content.
Man, shout out to Not Really a City Girl.
Yeah, I was just going to read that.
Yeah. That's Not Really a City Girl goes on to say, look, with the world getting dumbed down, Ben is onto something. Misspellings are a norm nowadays. I hate it, but the young kids speak in text with incorrect spelling and grammar regularly. Because
I'm sorry,
you want to know
that's
why?
not what we doing.
As long as the messaging is there and you can actually hear what is going on, the words ain't even all that big of a deal. It's like, oh,
bro,
I
just
get what
take
they're
them
saying.
off then. Then take them off.
And then it ultimately gives people more to pull from. That's what I'm saying, Juice.
I'm not doing that.
You're looking at the words and the text that's actually there and it's supposed to be just,
you're over to YouTube, so you can put that in your shorts, but you're not putting that on my Instagram page. I'm just
but
being
it's
very
making
honest.
the Instagram better.
How's it making the Instagram better by having wrong words?
Hey.
Bet. Period.
Hey, look, if y'all think Ben is right by allowing the mistakes in the content, hit us up in the chat. If y'all think Carrie is right, that he got to edit the captions, hit us up in the chat.
Dumbing down society on purpose. Do y'all not hear what the problem is? Y'all don't see that as a problem? That we are purposely dumbing down our community? For entertainment and for clicks and views.
Are we dumbing people down?
This is what Kendrick was talking about in his last song that he just dropped. That he's like, I hate the media because y'all phony, y'all fake, and y'all make no sense. Like, I'm not about my integrity the way I'm set up. I'm not doing that. And if I'm in charge of an Instagram, if I'm in charge of the Instagram, that's not what we doing. And I already told Ben, if I see it again, I'm taking it down, and that's just that.
And then you just gonna shoot yourself in the foot.
I'm not. I will not shoot myself in the foot because I'll find another way to put the post up. But it ain't finna have no messed up words. Do that on your own page.
So it's not your page. It's the truth page.
Let's ask Kyle then.
Okay, we can ask Kyle.
Here we go.
And I'm sure Kyle will probably agree with me that we not about to have no wrong captions on our video.
Just like Tory Lowe
words saying daddy instead of Diddy. Like, come on now.
Just like Tory Lowe say, show me the results. When the results is there, then we can talk some stuff.
Facts.
And the results is up.
Okay.
All right, well, when we come back, we got 2 moons now, Benjamin. We got 2 moons.
That's fine, Zach. You can ding Ben because you right along with them, dumbing down society.
Oh, wow.
That's y'all. I'm not with it.
Let's rock.
We got 2 moons coming up next. Benjamin says it's going to be 2 moons outside. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now, subscribe to 1017 The Truth, and see this wonderful smile live every day.
So you may have heard of Project 2025, a plan crafted by Trump and his MAGA loyalists to give Trump virtually unchecked political power and take Black America backwards. Here's how. Project 2025 strips away our voting rights protections, and it eliminates the Department of Education. It would siphon public school funding to private schools, leaving our kids behind. Planning on going to college? Good luck paying for it. Project 2025 cuts funding for federal student loans. Trump's Project 2025 would also make states monitor women's pregnancies, and it bans abortion. Project 2025 would also gut Obamacare, ripping away health care from millions. Simply put, Trump's Project 2025 would be devastating to Black America. But we can stop it by voting for Kamala Harris for president, because we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
1017 The Truth's Noni Juice here, and I'm here to let you know you can get your best night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Support a great cause when you test Rest a Beauty Rest. Steinhafels will donate $20 to special spaces, and you get a $20 restaurant reward card. Rest easy on a new Beauty Rest. Queen mattresses start at only $42 per month. Plus, you can get up to $300 in Steinhafels cash. So start sleeping better tonight. Steinhafels, your mattress destination. Shop in-store or online.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Benjamin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice.
Oh, yeah. Always keeping it juicy, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. Hey. These two. Well, Ben, you was talking about the Earth will get a second moon for about 2 months this year.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So, Truth Nation, Juice Nation, and everybody out there, the Juicy Jammers of the world. All right, all the people out there who want to be more like Benjamin than Carrie.
Bro, do what you got to do over there.
Bruh.
Do what you got to do over there, fam. Don't mention me.
All right. So, Juicy Jammers and to Carrie Noni Juice, the Earth will be getting a second moon. All right, and I don't know about y'all, Truth Nation and Juice Nation, and all the people out there are awoken and, praying to your crystals right now. All right, you might need to hold them a little bit closer to you. You might need to start paying attention to your chakras and the energy that you're putting out there into the world, because when we get in this second moon, we don't know what kind of energy it may permeate throughout our lives. All right, but the Earth will get a second moon for about 2 months this year when a small asteroid begins to orbit our planet.
Asteroid orbiting the planet.
It's an asteroid orbiting us, bro.
Is it gonna hit the planet or?
See, I think about these movies that say don't look up.
Right.
Don't even pay attention to the sky. Think about the solar eclipse and all the effects.
How they know that the asteroid is coming this way, but it's going to revolve around?
Well,
if it's coming straight, all of a sudden it's going to go in a circle.
It seem like it's not a big deal.
I mean, they could be preparing us for our own sudden death.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
Like just letting us know it's going to be here September 29th, y'all. Elon Musk and us going to be gone.
Oh, wow.
Y'all going to be there. Worrying, argue over who's going to be the president when you're dead.
Y'all going to be arguing over editing content.
Some videos. But it goes to say that researchers at the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System. This is the last alert system. All right. I didn't even know they had a first one, but they got a last one too. All right.
And we only got it when they hit the last one.
Yeah. I guess so. It says that an asteroid monitoring system funded by NASA spotted the asteroid using an instrument in Sutherland, South Africa, and labeled it 2024 PT5. All right. Scientists from the Universidad Complutense de Madrid have tracked the asteroid's orbit for 21 days.
That's because you're using them captions like that.
Bro, I swear to God, if you try to read this like that, what the hell?
This is why we need the right captions.
Maybe this is Benjamin's video right now.
What is going on?
This is why the captions got to be right.
We dumbing people down, y'all, on purpose.
This is an article from CBS News, so maybe they're part of the agenda too, all right? But it goes on to say, look, the scientists from Universidad Complutense Universidad. That's what they say.
Okay, I'm listening.
Universidad. All right.
Go right ahead.
Competence. De Madrid has tracked the asteroid's orbit for 21 days and determined its future path. 2024 PT5, which they are calling this asteroid, is from Aruna asteroid belt, which orbits the sun, according to their study published in research notes of the AA's. But Earth's gravitational pull will draw 2024 PT5, which is the asteroid, towards it. And much like our moon, it will orbit our planet, but only for 56.6 days.
And how do they know this is going to happen like that?
I guess it's just the science, man. We don't really know what God got going for us.
They made it happen.
I wonder how is this affecting Elon Musk, and all his Starlink satellites he's putting up.
Do y'all like him?
I don't know him not to like him.
Right at this point, I can't afford nothing he make.
I don't like none of his little antics.
I respect the grind.
The Cybertruck, I mean, maybe if I had a Cybertruck, I'd probably be like, hey.
I like using a Cybertruck in Fortnite. I got a Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
And I hop in a Cybertruck in there. I can't do it in real life, though.
Right.
Do you like how it looks?
Yeah, I think it's pretty fire. It's aesthetically appealing. But I got the standard wrap on my Tesla that's in Fortnite.
You got it all decorated up?
No, it's just a standard wrap. It's just a nice silver one. Unless somebody hops in my stuff and then they trick it out. But only Fortnite players know what I'm talking about. It's okay. But if y'all want to find me on Fortnite, my tag is @Benjamin9155.
All right, so with the second moon, a lot of people.
Hey, let's run some trios later, man.
Here we go.
Let's do it. Squad up.
That's really his OnlyFans account name.
Oh, wow.
Hey, it could be. It could be, man. I done discovered so many different things in these past 24 hours. So, yes, Earth is getting a second moon. And
it says that, what does that mean for us? Does that change the atmosphere? Does it change, the energy of the Earth?
What is the point?
It's just some information for people to really
How does it impact us?
It can impact how our waters actually work, because if people do not know, the moon pulls, the gravitational force of the moon pulls on the water that allows the water to actually flow and the tides to flow.
So it'll flow better with two moons?
It might flow better with two moons. It might stop moving. It actually might tilt the Earth a little bit more as well.
Yikes.
Well, I'm a Cancer, so my energy is in the moon.
Hey.
So do I get extra strong?
You might.
Do the power I get more power? I'm gonna have to ask Elizabeth Brown. She
This might be black people getting their superpowers all back. That might be a thing. Or if you want to go down the rabbit hole a little bit. This just may be the Anunnaki returning.
Oh, wow.
The Anunnaki are said to return every 3,000 to 6,000 years, and this just might be the time. And this is exactly what they would do. They come by our planet off of an asteroid and land on our Earth. So who knows? We might see a bunch of fishmen in the next few
in time for the election.
Just in time for the election.
What a time to be alive.
It is a crazy time to be alive, man. I just told y'all, Jesus, I feel like it's going to return in our lifetime.
Here we go.
Seriously. The Euphrates River has dried up. And it's drying up even more. Said to dry it up by the year 2035.
A lot of stuff just dried up.
Yeah. It's not juicy no more.
Is just dried up.
Yeah. People are worried about the wrong things these days.
They definitely are, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thinking critical.
Man. Thinking stupid. Just on purpose. I just don't understand it.
Wow. Dumb.
Hey,
that's why our NPS kids is the way that they are now, because of what we got going on social media.
No, or is the lead laterals, Tory?
Wow.
Maybe social media.
Maybe it's a combination of everything.
It's all of it.
I think it is a combination of everything, man. Even the influence of the leadership out here, from the Diddys of the world to Donald Trump.
But they denied Diddy the bail.
Yeah, that man staying in jail. It's interesting what's going on with Diddy, man.
I was thinking.
I just want to know who's shaking in their boots right now, hearing all this.
I was thinking, you got all, the hip hop game became the new drug game because the kingpins, before the hip hop got big, they wanted to be like the kingpins.
Right, that's very true.
Now,
that's what you're saying.
Suge Knight and Diddy is facing prison. And they got Death Row and Bad Boy, two of the biggest music conglomerates
of all time. Yeah.
And they're facing prison.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, I would have thought they would have got Birdman a long time ago. You know? I hope not. But I'm just saying, sheesh, they're gonna find a way.
I mean, wasn't he kissing people in the mouth?
Accusations.
These are
all right, look, we gotta run the break. Thank y'all for that pop culture report. Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice.
Let's keep it juicy.
Truth Nation. We'll be back with more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation.
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jammin' with Juice each and every day on 101.7 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
101.7 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I pushed through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A former City of Milwaukee employee has been sentenced to a year and a day in prison for embezzling more than $100,000 from the city. 47-year-old Kelly Whitmore Bailing of Milwaukee worked for the Department of Public Works when she was accused of selling city vehicles and equipment for cash between June and September of 2022. Her fellow DPW employee Kyle Hepp pleaded guilty to the same charges earlier this year, and they both used the earnings to gamble excessively at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. The city lost over $350,000 in revenue. Both Hepp and Whitmore Bailing have agreed to pay back that money to replace the missing vehicles. The victims of a beating caught on video near Bradley Technical High School have testified in court. 4 Milwaukee Public High School students faced charges in juvenile court for beating 2 men last week in a brawl. One of the victims, Jesse Andino, said this in his testimony.
And what he did to me, that's uncalled for. He's not a little kid. And he knew what he was doing, and he'll go out and do that Yeah.
2 of the teens entered a denial Wednesday, which is the equivalent of pleading not guilty. 3 of the 4 teens have been ordered to stay in secure custody. The 4th teen appeared in court yesterday afternoon. In better news, Stevie Wonder will be coming to Milwaukee next month. The 74-year-old Grammy-winning artist announced a 10-date tour during the month of October. The tour is named after his latest single, Can We Fix Our Nation's Broken Heart? Interestingly, other stops on the tour include election battleground states. Wonder is scheduled to perform at the Pfizer Forum on October 24th. It'll be his first performance in Milwaukee in 9 years. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at the Pfizer Forum box office or online at PfizerForum.com. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. Joining me in the studio is the queen.
Yeah.
The advocate, the author Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, happy Thursday.
What's happening then?
Hey, you already know, vibrating high, trying to keep it up in the sky.
Ben was talking about the 2 moons now.
Oh, yeah,
the 2 moons.
Yeah.
One is supposed to be, another moon is supposed to orbit the Earth for about 2 months this year. Now, how do they know the trajectory? That's all I'm saying. Because if it's coming this way, what's stopping it from going straight into the Earth? The asteroid.
Hey, that's above my pay grade.
But what I'm saying is, how do they know it's just going to stop and just orbit?
Maybe, I don't know, The Simpsons? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, they projecting whatever, but at
they
the same
throwing it
time,
out there.
Truth Nation, I know y'all feel it. Like, if you're feeling uneasy, if you're feeling, the heaviness, because, again, if you're really tapped into the universe, you understand that this moon energy, we didn't have a full moon, and they talking about a partial lunar eclipse. Like, you're going to see low vibrating people get even lower and high vibrating people struggling to stay high. You're going to see chaos, things that was covered, that was done in the dark, now is coming to the light. The shifting of the waters, like Ben was on point, but the reality of everything that's going on, it has a lot to do with, miscommunication, individuals not being properly able to communicate certain things because the energy that's going on internal, because our body is majority water.
Facts.
So a lot of times the things that's going on in this universe affects us heavily.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. If it's something entering the atmosphere, how does that affect us? Because a lot of y'all was talking about the retrograde ideas and the things the energy ideas that affect us that we don't even think about. And I was like, hey, if this is another mini moon coming into the atmosphere, that's going to disturb our frequency as well.
I mean, yeah. Everything that's happening in this universe is going to affect you some type of way, And like I said, I think the goal is for us to make sure that we're paying attention to certain things, because, see, a lot of these things we didn't pay attention to.
Right.
And especially us as Black people who originally, everything was taken from us, and we were sun worshipers. We were, outside hugging trees, planting trees. I mean, you name it. But the reality of it is, when it boils down, you just have to make sure that if you're in tune with yourself, you can feel a heaviness. You can feel the energy in the room or outside changing. You feeling like a heaviness, or you're battling something that's unseen, and that's because that has something to do with the frequency and the energies.
I feel it all the time.
Hey, no doubt. Again, but you're an empath, though,
right?
So,
but I got a question for Truth Nation.
okay,
because we had the show, The Truth on Politics,
Right.
And I've been getting some responses about what are our needs and are we getting our needs met with our votes. And a lot of people, when we talk about voting, we vote 90% to the left.
Correct.
And I was talking to somebody and they was like, Tory, why shouldn't we bring up the idea of reparations to the left because we're giving them 90% of our vote.
Amen.
And then the throw-off conversation is, well, are the Republicans going to give us the reparations, but we don't vote with them at 90%.
Right.
So that's just like, to me, living in the house, paying bills.
Yes, in that house.
And then looking across
door.
the street where you don't invest your time in and asking for them to chip in to pay your rent.
Yeah.
And see, and I think our people deflect a lot.
We do.
Because we're so used to not asking for what we want.
Correct.
From the system, from the government. I think that we try to look for programs, but I think that when it comes to restoration and repair, and it's sad to say, but many times we don't even discuss it, even if it's no chance. We still don't discuss it and leave it on the table, at least with us.
Correct.
Like, have it there as a concern for us as a people. Some people have given up on the idea that would even happen. And with the recent situation in California, where they thought they were going to make it happen, and they came out and said that the Black Caucus, the Black electors, stopped the process.
Took it off the table.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, this is the closest I ever seen us get to actually having a real reparations idea in the United States.
Facts. And then those that look like us
stopped it. So it's people in California right now, blacks,
correct,
black people, upset, protesting,
rightfully so.
And you don't see none of this on the news.
You're not going to see it on the news.
Only thing you see on the news about everybody else concerns, the only thing they telling us is to get out and vote.
It's political season, so they're not going to show you anything against anything that they're trying to push or promote.
So that's trash.
Absolutely.
Because
garbage.
Are we talking about what's really genuinely concerning the blacks, or are we talking about what's genuinely concerning to all? And do you feel thing. And how come when we talk, we have to talk all when everybody's talking about them?
Individually, correct.
Okay, so they're getting what they want. They're getting repair.
Everybody gets
They're getting the monies, the funds that they said that we couldn't get.
Facts.
They're getting it, but yet we're ignoring that they're getting it. But yet we have gotten to the point where we don't even feel that we're even worthy to add what we want in the conversation.
Hey, that money
as a
old.
whole.
That money is old.
And so what I'm saying is, it came up in the talk, and then somebody was hit me up about it, and then somebody said they heard it, and they was like, why have that not have been completely addressed by the Democrat Party, because we're with them the whole time.
That part.
So I'm just saying, when we talk about this, a lot of people will try to push the conversation to the side.
Yeah, a point across the street.
Because now we got Exhibit A,
BC,
the Ukrainians, the Afghanistans, the migrants,
Haitians,
the Holocaust.
I mean, come on.
The list goes on and on and on. And all these people getting repair, walking off into the sunset. Even undocumented people now have came into this country, and all of a sudden, budgets are created for them. Money is coming in for them.
Facts.
And then we are still on the sideline being afraid to discuss the true issues of blacks in this country, what we have suffered and what we are owed. And we feel that, okay, that's a lost cause to even talk about it. And that's why we're not getting what we want, because we're not standing on the true ideas of what's bothering the black community.
Yep.
And I will tell you this is a sad thing, a sad conversation to even have in 2024, because now LGBTQ got things, the transgender got things, undocumented people have what they want. They stood on what they wanted. Even if you don't agree with it, they stood on what they wanted, and they wasn't going to back down until they got what they wanted.
Facts.
But now you have black people in leadership that's bagging down on things that we truly need for our community.
Straight backpedaling.
Bagging down on what we want as a black community, and talking about ideas for all, when the all is getting what they want,
And we ain't got nothing.
We coming up empty-handed.
Yeah.
And this is a real conversation that we got to start having.
Facts. Absolutely. I agree.
Hey, so like I said, I just thought that was interesting that they took that away from that conversation. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I try to throw whatever I believe in my opinions in a space where I'm going to say what I feel.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if we're not all jumping in to say, hey, this is how it's going to happen.
Correct.
Then we're not going to be competitive with everybody else because what they're saying is this is how it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And we're not doing it.
And they know that.
Yeah.
So again, when we looking at how we, like you said, we got to hold the line to something that represents us and not everybody else, because everybody else is good. We've given repair to, individuals of the Holocaust, we've given repair to just Native Americans, to just Asians. Everybody is getting something, and we don't have anything.
And it's not even on the table, on no side.
Facts.
But where we spend most of our time is definitely not on the table.
Facts. They're definitely not. It's crickets.
That's all I'm saying.
Or they want a study done. The study was done, and then the Democrats took it off the table.
So why I'm bringing this up is because right now, today, there's blacks in California that went through the process, that went through, hey, let's go get the analytics.
Yeah.
Let's go get the research done.
Mm-hmm.
They brought it to the table, and black people stopped it. This is what they're saying. The people who put it together, the people who stood there and waited 2 years to get everything organized, to get it on the governor's table to approve it. And now they're yelling and screaming up in City Hall and city.
As they should.
So does that affect us? Do we care about what's going on with our brothers and sisters when it comes to coming close? This is the closest I ever seen.
And it is the closest we've ever seen. And at the same time, like you said, with all of the tediousness that they went through to prove, then you take it off the table, and at the same damn time, you have Afghanistan's getting money, you have people who broke the law to get here getting money, and then you have people who went through the studies.
I didn't see no study for the migrants, for the illegal migrants. That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't one.
So do we don't take an extra double take at that?
We should. We definitely should.
Hey, look, I'm just throwing it out there because this is what brothers was calling me and telling me about when it comes to issues that truly concerning black. And I think that sometimes we put our concerns to the side for the all.
Everybody else, all facts.
And I think that we shouldn't. I think that we
it's
have
our
helped.
time to take care of us.
I think that we need to start bringing it to the table.
Everybody else do.
And the crazy part about it, when I was on the talk, people was texting in and asking me, because I'm supporting Donald Trump. But what I'm saying is, my grandmother, my aunties, we poured all of our energy into the left.
Facts. Mine too.
So for you to ask about somebody that you don't even pour your energy into, that's trash. You don't even pour your energy into that to even have the stance to even try to make that a conversation. Now, I believe we should be in all places, in all spaces, at all times. But that's not happening.
No.
At a large volume, okay? But what I'm saying is, when I look at this and people are scratching their heads, and now that financial difficulty is upon our community, educational difficulties are upon our communities, a lot of people are starting to realize, okay, we should have stood strong on the things we believe because other people are getting the results.
Yes.
That we have stood in line and actually know is old. Even 40 Acres and a Mule is on record.
All facts.
That's on record.
And then they brought up that, even when it comes to the Freedmen Bank and that was all black. These are individuals who is old. This money is old. That's what I'm not understanding. Is the sad reality of that is, like you stated, we got to have the real conversations, and not only do we just have to talk about it, we got to stand 10 toes down on it.
I'm just saying, are we supposed to overlook what happened in California and his brothers and sisters heartbroken? Crying.
Yeah.
And they saying that the Democrats did this to them. In Chicago, Mayor Johnson, if you look at the citizens on the ground, they're saying that this was the Democrats that did this to them.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Where they have invested.
Where we at?
Okay, but I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm talking on them every day. They listen to the show. They know how I feel about what's going on around here.
All facts.
But what I'm saying is, these are our brothers and sisters all over
Elsewhere,
the place saying this.
Hey, come on, it all adds up.
So do we ignore the black cries that's going on? Look at I talk about what's going on in the city of Milwaukee, but the elderly can't sleep at night in the city-owned housing. That's left.
Correct.
A lot of the SDC ideas, that's left. That's correct. MPS ideas, that's the left. So what I'm saying is, are we getting the value for our votes?
Absolutely.
Are we getting the value at voting at 90% and living in these conditions?
Hey, absolutely not.
I'm interested. Somebody help me out. 833-212-1017 if y'all want to join the conversation. And these are black people calling me, asking me these questions.
Hey, and they hell of a questions that need to be asked. So
we're going to head to the lines. Mr. Wright, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, now, how y'all doing?
How you doing, King? Mr. Wright?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I just wanted to put my opinion in on the conversation. And you say, what we getting as blacks? I'm a young man. I just turned 50. I'm finally doing some things that I dreamed of doing, that is owning my own business. I've been successful at it now for 7 years. But here's my problem that I have. You say ask for what we want. So I took a national disaster loan. They gave me $12,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's money that I got to pay back. There's nothing that they give us. So they give us nothing as blacks.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Everything that we get, we have to pay back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
hopefully it ain't got no interest on it.
With interest.
It do got interest.
Oh, wow.
That's all I'm saying.
That's my next problem. That's my next problem that I'm having with them. So now I done got this disaster loan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot about it. I think it's scam people trying to call me. They give you a redeem period where you ain't got to pay so much back for so much time. And then if you don't pay anything back on it, then the interest try to come. So I got accumulating interest now.
Come on.
When I find out, I do got this loan, I did take this, I got accumulating interest. My interest is $12,000. I don't know, my interest high, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I started paying on this thing, and none of my payments is going towards my principal.
No.
Everything that I'm paying now, I've been paying on it for the last 2 years. Interest been eating me up. So I'm looking at this thing, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, damn, it's only $12,000. Why is this not going down? You know what I mean? And it's because they said, well, you need to pay the accumulated interest first. So when you pay this accumulating interest, then it'll start going towards your principal balance. Now, take my payment is only $63 a month, which isn't a lot. Okay, that's not bad at all. But the interest that I'm paying on it is half.
Come on.
So they taking $33 out of the $63 to pay back the. So man, I've been working hard to try to pay these people back. Only thing we got as black folks to me is credit. Credit is something no one can never take from you. They can take your money, they can take your girl, they can take your wife, but they can't take credit, man. That's top notch for us as black folks is having A1 credit, man. Anybody that don't know it should know it, man. Credit is stronger than money to me, man. I mean, with credit, you can go to the lot, you can get anything, you can get approved for a house. You almost can get anything you want if you got credit. So they messing with my credit as a black man, something that I feel strong about. And that's a topic that, like, we need to talk. I know it's other people like me who have got this national disaster loan that they issued out to us during COVID, you know what I mean, and still paying on. I have a hard, man, I've been calling these folks. I've been arguing with these folks. I've been damn near crying, trying to figure out how do I pay this back. I mean, I'm doing my best to pay it back, and I feel like I'm getting nowhere. So, like, this is hard, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Wright, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot of people that's in your situation, you know,
Thanks.
and we're trying to go with the programs and like you said, that back end, that interest, that all of that, you know, they don't tell you that until you go through the process, you know what I mean?
Facts.
But like I said,
the illegals ain't dealing with
this is why we got to talk about this. This is why we got to have these conversations, because we want repair.
Period.
Not to further go in debt, you know.
We want what's owed.
And like I said, we got examples of people who are getting similar ideas, even to the point where they are undocumented.
Come on.
Now that's
$150,000.
Now that's when both of my eyebrows go up. After that, these people ain't never did nothing, and they getting something. So hey, take it for what y'all want to take it for, but it's happening.
You need to ask.
And I'm asking
questions.
you: is this what it is. Do we just, keep going along to get along, or do we stand strong and say, hey, we need the same treatment? We're not asking for nothing that ain't already going on. We just asking for what should have been done and what can be done, but it's not.
Period.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got some callers on the lines. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Do you want to learn more about health and nutrition? Join me every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. right here on 101.7 The Truth. I'm Dr. Amanda Williams, Chief Scientific Officer at Invite Health, and I'll cover topics from arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, and beyond, giving you tips and tools to optimize your health and wellness. You don't want to miss this show. Be sure to tune in every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m.
The stars of our show.
I am your host, Ryan Seacrest.
The Wheel You Love is back.
Yes! Let's have some fun.
This season will truly be unlike any other.
This has never happened before on Wheel of Fortune.
With bigger trips.
Yeah, baby.
Bigger prizes.
I'd love to take you backstage to the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
And bigger surprises.
There it is.
What a great show!
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 6:30 on CBS 58. The CBS 58 News at 10 with Natalie Shepard.
I think if you watch the other stations, you might think nothing good ever happens in Milwaukee, and we know that's just not true.
And Jessup Riceback.
We do find solutions to some issues in our communities.
We are focused on finding stories that are impactful, and I think that's something that really sets our newscasts apart.
It is an honor to sit in those chairs on that desk and help tell those stories.
Jessup and Natalie, weeknights at 10 on CBS 58, your hometown station.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers look to continue their hot streak as they host the Menominee Falls Phoenix. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on 1017 The Truth. Marquette University High School football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Everywhere in America, families are struggling with an all-too-common problem.
She missed school again.
Again?
Something is going on. She's secretive.
Should we check her backpack?
When you suspect a family member has a substance use disorder, it's hard to know what to do next.
We need to talk to her.
Starting the conversation is the first step to getting help. Visit SAMHSA at samhsa.gov/families for tips. Or for treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Mike Will. Hey, 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 nah, nah, nah. Tell me what you think we hustle for. I just want to battle world.
Envy, the DJ.com.
Do the impossible. Sing it with me now, nah, nah, nah. What you think we out here working for? Rich gang. I just want to battle world.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, I guess join the conversation. Should we be concerned about what's going on with our brothers and sisters in California right now? They feel like they've been stabbed in the back by black Democrats. This is what they saying.
Right.
And some of y'all in the city feel like that, and you know how I feel. I talk about what they doing here on the ground over here. And our brothers and sisters right now are having legitimate gripes.
Yes.
It's always been
so.
legitimate.
And
these were people
anytime we talk
that have invested that time and energy into the Democrat Party. But is that investment coming through?
That's
our investment, our voting investment. Are we getting any returns?
No.
On the voting investment at 90%?
No, absolutely
and
not.
This is the deflect. And this is what Donkey Gang always do. When we talk about the investment, the black voting investment in the Democratic Party and what we have gotten for our community, they don't want to talk about that.
Of course not.
They don't.
Because we ain't got nothing to show for it.
They don't want to talk about that.
Because we don't have nothing to show for it. So we're going to deflect.
But now we're seeing people come out and say, we feel betrayed by the black leadership that's on the left. And y'all don't want to talk about it, but this is what's going on in the black community.
In every black community, yes.
It's going on right now. And I'm not going to turn an eye to it.
A blind eye.
Because I'm dealing with these communities. I you know what? I don't say this, but I get calls from all the communities. Black. It's more than Wisconsin.
Facts.
I got to talk to a lot of people across the United States and in Africa.
Facts.
I talk to these people. Everything don't need to be said, but we all come to the same conclusion in the conversations.
Correct.
Okay? But I'm asking, should we be concerned about what's going on in California with the reparations being denied by blacks? This is what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Go look it up if you ain't looked it up and get up to speed, because you have given up on the ideal of repair for your own people and the illegal undocumented migrants over here living the vida loca.
Hey, on your dime.
I'm just saying.
That's a good song though.
It is. hey, I used to try to do that. I used to try to do the shimmy shake. But what I'm saying is this is what's real to us.
Facts.
And a lot of people trying to avoid this conversation. But we're going to head to the lines. Miss Rose, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. How you doing, Miss Rose?
Oh, fine. I just want to ask one big question. It's only less than 2 seconds long. Has your group gotten together to present to the city of Milwaukee legislators and the state of Wisconsin, without jumping on someone else's bandwagon in other states, presentation in writing?
So is black communities not concerning? I'm just saying. So we shouldn't be concerned? Okay, because you saying jumping on bandwagon.
In writing to Wisconsin black and or legislators of either or any political party. What you want and putting it in writing to be discussed, and to whom did you send it?
Okay, well, I'll say this. Ice Cube put a platinum plan together that was for the black community, and he presented it to Biden and Trump.
How come you didn't present it to the community for okay?
That's a federal idea.
Pardon?
He presented a federal idea. He presented the platinum plan.
But he's not from Wisconsin. Is he from Wisconsin?
Do he have to be from Wisconsin to do federal ideas?
No, I'm talking about your group, since you're talking about what you don't get with what was given. So have you presented to the people in Wisconsin from the people of Wisconsin?
Only thing I presented was to the Office of Violence Prevention a plan to fight against the violence in the city of Milwaukee.
Okay, they don't have any authority.
No, I'm just saying what I presented. But like I said, that's a whole idea. I can't say I'm going to present this for everybody because some of y'all don't even want it. Y'all we all got to do that. You can do it. We all can do it. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not talking about what they say. I'm talking about, you keep talking about you're not being listened to. But you got to present, all the other groups have presented everything they want in writing.
Hold on. We saying the same thing, Ms. Rose.
Yeah.
I already said this. If you go back a couple shows ago, we already did this conversation.
I've never seen it. I've never heard you discussing on the radio.
Well, you ain't listening to everything because I had even put out a list for everybody to come together and call in and say what they want to present.
What the ideas, yeah.
Facts.
But have you presented it to somebody?
Well, I got to present it as a whole. People ain't coming together to do this. Okay, so you telling me I got the power to speak for every black person in Wisconsin?
No,
Yes, you just did.
As a group, you do.
Okay, so
as a group, you have more power as a group.
All right, so hold on. So I'm asking you, Ms. Rose. So I can speak for everybody black and go and just present it on my behalf without having the community to come together with the input.
That's what I'm talking about. You've got a group already. You've got a lot of followers. All you need to do is get them together, and unless you don't want to do it and you want somebody else to do it.
Well,
see, this is where the problem comes in.
All right, I'm going to tell you this. Ms. Rose. I'm going to tell you this, Ms. Rose. Since you said this, I'm going to do it because it's no problem. I don't speak. I believe that when my leadership is only house to house, I don't have the funding to go units and multiple at a time. So what I'm saying is, because I didn't change laws in the state. I didn't do that. I didn't present anything.
Then you can't blame anybody but your own self for waiting for money to do something when you got people that you ask. If you need money, tell the people that want to spend.
But Ms. Rose, we've been asking.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, well, I'm listening. Hold on, I'm listening, Ms. Rose, because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna do exactly what you said. Because you know what? I thought it was a group thing. So you saying, okay, Tory Lowe got the power to write something up that you're gonna agree with, and when I put it on the table, then don't say nothing. I bet not hear nobody say nothing about it, because I'm gonna do it. Hey, all right. I accept that challenge because you know what? Somebody told me, Tory, instead of talking about what's going on with the violence, go to present the city with a plan. I presented the city with the plan, knowing that they was going to do what they did.
But my thing is, everybody want Tory Lowe to do something. Everybody want other people to do something. The question is, because Miss Rose, you sound real mature, real like an elder. The question is, did the elders do it? Because we're here, when we're talking about putting together something, we're sitting here telling you that they put it together in California.
Yeah, all I got to do is take that.
They took it to the Democrats, and they took it off the table. So the question is, togetherness. Everybody's always call in. We ask the community a question, and then you flip it back on us. But in reality, the question is, I got all the what power. Have you done? What are you going to do? The question is, we're asking the community. How do you feel that these black individuals had put together a plan, did the study, because we're the only people in history who had ever had to do a study to get repair, knowing what it is that we have faced in America as black individuals. And when you call in as an elder and say, stop pointing fingers, because the king that called in before, who talking about the inflation, like we as black people, first of all, what we got to do is stop penalizing each other, because we all have been a part of chattel slavery, Jim Crow, black codes, white domestic terrorism. I mean, you name it. We've been counted out. Convict leasing, you name it. The Homestead Act, you name it. I mean, we can keep going on. Even if you got A1 credit, you're getting turned down. So the question is, to all of the individuals who feel like you want to turn it around and ask somebody else what have they done, look in the mirror and ask yourself, what have you done?
Facts.
Because again, me and Tory's generation, it was generations before us.
Miss Rose just gave me the power. I feel the energy. The 2 moons is coming.
It sounds like.
She got the 2. Hey, all I got to do is, I can put it up. But I better not hear nobody say nothing about it, because y'all better back it.
You know they gonna say something about it.
You know that's what I'm saying, Ms. Rose. I could do that. I mean, I didn't think that was an individual thing. I thought that was a collective idea.
I mean, it sounds good, but what I'm saying, you presented something to the city of Milwaukee.
Because somebody said what Ms. Rose said.
Miss Rose and everybody else pushing that.
They ain't even pushing that. They ain't even pushing that.
Let's be realistic. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying is,
you put together that, you still ain't got nothing from the city.
Which is fine, and I ain't even mad.
Hold on, the mayor and the county executive.
But I ain't even mad at it. Come on, man. Because I was doing what I've been doing.
It ain't about you.
And they said that to do, and I did it because I'm reasonable. Even though I think that ain't nothing gonna happen, I did it. But like I said, I'll throw one up there, and y'all better support it. Because it's easy now. They got the analytics. We go. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Hey, stay tapped in. 2025 might be that year. You feel me?
Hey, it might. Hey, I don't doubt that.
All right. But look, I hear you, Miss Rose. Hey, however you want to take it. But like I said, at the end of the day,
tell you what to do, and then there's no support.
We gonna have to get it in.
Come on.
And I love it because this is our elder that came on and said this, And at the end of the day, okay, you said I could do it. Hey, maybe she believe in me a little bit. Hey, maybe she feeling that energy.
Hey,
I'm with it.
Well, get on.
No, it ain't even nothing to get on because a lot of it is already there.
Facts.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Wisconsin Black Chamber is hosting its third Thursday networking event featuring the pitch competition, September 19th at Elevate MKE, 1131 North Water, 5 to 9 p.m. Registration to compete in the pitch competition is done at the event. It starts at 5 p.m. for 15 minutes, so be on time if you want to be in that number of finalists that compete in December for the $10,000 first place prize. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so ask your family and friends to come support you. Third Thursday is not just about the pitch competition, though. There's life-changing networking opportunities, games, prizes, and music by DJ L Boogie. There's no cost to attend our third Thursday event or compete in the pitch competition, so don't miss out. Elevate MKE, September 19th, 5 to 9 p.m. Visit twbcc.com so you don't miss out on what we have going on.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Vice President Kamala Harris.
Talk with your listeners to remind them of their power and the importance of voting. And the folks in Milwaukee turned out for me and Joe Biden in 2020. You showed what was possible.
U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, are you a racist?
Absolutely not.
Is Donald Trump a racist?
Absolutely not. No.
And civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump.
Thank you all for speaking truth to power. That's the most important thing, because right now there are those in our community who would rather we just be quiet.
Right.
We have to disturb the peace now more than ever.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth, powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneim. The Milwaukee Brewers got a bounce-back win over the Philadelphia Phillies on Wednesday night. This one by a final score of 2-1. And for the second consecutive season, the Brewers officially clinching the NL Central crown.
Party like ever you want till midnight. And then remember, you've got to decide, make the choice that you're going to believe that there's a reason this group ended up first place, wire to wire.
The Crew will welcome in the Diamondbacks later tonight at American Family Field to begin a 4-game series. First pitch set for 6:15. The Green Bay Packers got some good news on Wednesday afternoon. Quarterback Jordan Love partaking in his first practice since his MCL sprain back on the team's season opener on September 6th.
Trying to see how it feels every day and come here and keep doing the treatment, keep doing the rehab, and take it day by day and just keep filling it out, but it's still better.
Packers officially listed Love as limited in practice. His status for Sunday is still unknown. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Energy make this one.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Question of the day. Are we getting any results for 90% of our votes being used?
Hey.
I'm just saying, 90% in one party, but they asking the other party for 100%. I'm just trying to figure this out. The math ain't math. And I talking about reparations, and Ms. Rose said, did we offer? I thought it was a group idea to go up there and offer it to the state, but I guess they got to put that on my back too. Hey. I'm just, hey, that's what it sounds like to me. But I'll do it. And somebody in the chat says, where can they find what I offered the city? Call Ashanti Hamilton. Call the Office of Violence Prevention and talk to him because they got the copy.
To run. We did run.
Yeah, it already happened.
Nobody got behind us.
It already happened.
We did run. Nobody got behind us.
Well, what I'm saying is we didn't have the money either because you got to have like a lot of money to run. And you got to have these organizations to run. You know, the one thing about running for office, even if you are the better candidate, if you ain't got
no money,
at least 100 or 50 or somewhere around there, it's gonna be a problem.
But I mean, just for the record, when we seen something was broken, we did run.
Right, but like I said, I know the politics. You know, it's a whole game with that.
It's definitely a whole game.
But we outside.
We understand because we ran.
And like I said, and that's because somebody said, "Why don't you run?" See, I listen.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Well, why did you run? You run. Why don't you present something to the city?" I present something to the city. Now this request with the reparations, that's easy. You know, I'm a presenter. I guess as individuals can speak for everybody. I guess I thought it was a group thing.
It is. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. Well, I guess, you know, I've been empowered, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, say less.
I'm just saying. Hey, I just needed the okay from Ms. Rose.
I already know. I got you.
Hey.
Whatever you want to do, let's get it done.
James, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, King and Queen.
Hey,
salute,
blessings,
King.
Brother James.
Hey, Tory, there's only one thing wrong with what you presented to the city, and one thing wrong with your representation that was presented. And what it was is that you did it.
Right?
That's it. I don't even write that for you. You did it. See, you know,
wow.
you know how it is. They throw you something, think you're not going to get it done. Then you get it just like, damn, they really did this thing.
Right.
Damn.
It's nothing.
That's what it was, Tory. I love you guys. Have a great day.
Hey, I appreciate you, Brother James. Hey, you know, you see, it ain't complicated to me. You know, I just know that I stay within the range of the frequency that I'm on, which is going to house.
That part.
But when you got a big budget like the city, see, they want me to operate like I get the big budget. Like I got the budgets.
Yeah, not at all.
You know, but hey, I'm listening. I opened up the lines. Are we getting the investment? Are we coming out with a great return on our investment with our votes? And hey,
yeah, we want to hear your thoughts.
Now I guess Tory Lowe got to go and try to present what they did in California to the state of Wisconsin about reparations for black folk.
Hey.
I'm going to do it.
Let's get it.
It's nothing. Winky Blue, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you, my man.
Blessings, brother.
And
salute.
Listen, I would like to just hop back just a minute when you were talking during the hip hop session or the pop culture report. I heard Benjamin say he thank God about Jesus is coming back. I wanted to ask him if he's gonna be ready.
Hey,
you know,
you gotta be ready.
You got to be. Is you gonna be ready, man? Do you know what you just said? Is you gonna be ready? But anyway, going back to listening at Miss Rose. Now, Miss Rose is a walking dictionary, man, a walking encyclopedia, man, and a library. And she's really, when you hear Miss White Widow calling in with her stats and stuff like that, Miss Rose probably got all that stuff memorized. She a white widow on steroids. But when you look at California and you look at who kicked it back down. The NAACP headed that, started by saying they didn't want the reparations to go to the people. They wanted it to be passed down to programs. Okay, the same old program garbage, so they can get their nasty, filthy, grimy hands on it and mishandle it and pay their people the way they want to pay. The NAACP was the first ones to kick against the prick. Okay, to kick against it and stop it, and that's what, because it had a little flow. I don't know how much it was going, glide, but it had a little roll to it.
They did.
I don't know how long.
They just had to get it on the governor's desk.
That's it.
Right. Well, when you get it on the governor's desk with the people, with people people that are deemed to be, leaders in the community kicking against it, then what is the governor to do? He didn't want to do it no way. He probably wasn't. But he had some muscle behind it, and the muscle was the black NAACP. And I tell you something, if you do get ready to put your plan together, brother, please let me know so I can get a couple of venues and people can hear this and we can push forward on that idea. And we're not coming there to get no opinions. We coming there to get some. We're not coming there to give no opinions. We coming there to ride with what's on the paper to do it. One thing this community needs to do is fire and we need to start right now putting some people in position to run against the aldermen and that little dusty mayor. Because if that mayor get in there one more time, that city done. It's done. He already talked about making 1 million people. It's done, brother. If he get in there one more time, the puppet masters that's pulling his little puppet strings are going to do what they want to do to this city, and it's going to be hell to pay. So we need to get some people in position now that are serious about running. We need to, and I'm sure they're going to send some infiltrators. Okay, that's gonna sound like we want them to sound and be like we want them to be. But if they not coming from that stuff, man, from that dirt, man, from under your fingernails, we really don't want them, man. We really don't. So
hey, hold on,
now
Benjamin just walked in. He heard that you wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, hey Ben.
What's good, Wink Man? You asking if I'm ready for Jesus to come back?
Well, you made a statement. You said 2 moons was coming, and you believe that Jesus is on his way back.
I believe
my question to you is: you ready? Do you want him to come back?
Why not? Why not go to heaven early? Okay, we should all actually want heaven on this earth right now. I'm pretty sure what God and Jesus got intended for us is much better than what we living through right now. We up here still asking for our reparations, even though we deserve them. So the reparations that God got for me, I want them.
He wanted to get to the streets of gold quick.
I want those reserved.
And the many mansions up in heaven.
I want the many mansions. You're right, Tory. That's what I want. I want what God promised me.
Ben, do you know what you have to do to achieve that? Have you been born again?
I have been born again. I can take you down a rabbit hole on that. I had a dream where I actually met God and I talked to God, and then I got brought back through the waters. So I've been reborn again through Jesus, through God. Yes.
Okay, so you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God?
Yes.
Do you believe God raised him from the dead?
What do you believe? What do you believe?
We gotta run the break. We gotta run the break.
No. Because hey brother, there's some requirements to get to that place you talking about going.
Okay, I just know I gotta be a good person and then die.
No. Good person ain't gonna get it, man. It's all the atheists that don't even believe in God is good persons. Very good people.
I appreciate you for tapping in. We gotta run the break. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a 2-time First Place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in for the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they got us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. They're the window and door equivalent of hitting for the cycle. Pella manufactures all of their own products, and each one of those products gets tested thousands of times to ensure it stands the test of time. Quality craftsmanship and innovative design are built into every Pella product for timeless beauty and performance. Order by September 30th and get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cogg's Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
Milwaukee Public Schools is getting ready to welcome students back to the classroom. The first day of school is September 3rd for all MPS students, and if you haven't enrolled your child yet, now is the time. They offer a wide array of school options to meet the unique needs of your child. Go to mpsmke.com/enroll MPS for more information. You're always welcome to visit MPS Student Services Building at 5225 West Valete Street for help with enrolling. Stop in between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Thank you for choosing Milwaukee Public Schools.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. We got Eastside Corey on the lines. Let's get Eastside Corey on the lines. How you doing, Eastside?
Salute, King.
All right, I guess Eastside. We going to catch. He may have had to use the bathroom. He was on the line for a minute.
Hey, call us back, King.
Call us back, Eastside. Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown, another powerful conversation.
Oh, no doubt.
But Truth Nation, I appreciate for everybody for adding to the context. But do we get the value of our votes? Because this is what it's about, making sure that we get what we want in our section of town, on our side of town, for the people that live amongst us.
Facts.
That's the real game when it comes to voting.
Yeah.
Let me give you these votes so we can get things that we need over here.
Correct.
And I think that when we vote at 90%, we should have some claims. We should have some outcomes.
We should have something to show for it.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I think if you invest in something, if it's a bad investment, get out before it hit the bottom.
Hey,
that's what I think. Or if it's going up,
hey,
stay in there. Try to turn up.
All facts.
But that ain't happening. That ain't happening with the black vote.
It's not happening.
So, like I said, I mean, and we understand the politics and the games that they play, but when it comes to us and our needs, are they being met? Then that's a real question.
No.
And a lot of people don't want to face that. They, as a black community and dealing with the black community, I'm going to tell you this. At one point, y'all going to have to stop feeling like we got to suffer for somebody to live.
That we got to, suffer.
You got to stop it.
And go to heaven.
Because we didn't already suffered enough.
Everybody else is living good.
So,
they feeling good.
This new generation ain't doing it.
Oh, no, we not.
The streets, we ain't finna do that. The suffering part,
my daughter be sitting where I'm sitting.
The swing low, sweet chariot. We didn't did that.
Hey,
we didn't been on the railroad. You know what I mean, with the little napkin on the tree.
Swing low,
yeah, DT in the building. Yeah, we have done it.
For to carry. I didn't do that, Tory. I'm sorry.
We did all the spirituals. We did all of that. We done been humble. We done stayed humble and everything. And so now we want just a return, and it ain't too much to ask for. Facts.
I don't want to see the puff of smoke in the high wind because it disappears. Like you giving us the same rhetoric. And the sad part is that it's some of us who feel like that we shouldn't be having this conversation. And that's the sad part of it, knowing, because they quick to tell you, well, if you don't vote, what about your ancestors? That's what we're saying right now. What about our ancestors? How much blood has been shedded? They died for us to get something.
To get leverage, yeah.
We don't have anything.
Voting is a leverage idea
Absolutely
for
correct.
what you need.
Facts.
When we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. A former City of Milwaukee employee has been sentenced to a year and a day in prison for embezzling more than $100,000 from the city. 47-year-old Kelly Whitmore Bailing of Milwaukee worked for the Department of Public Works when she was accused of selling city vehicles and equipment for cash between June and September of 2022. Her fellow DPW employee Kyle Hepp pleaded guilty to the same charges earlier this year, and they both used the earnings to gamble excessively at Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. The city lost over $350,000 in revenue. Both Hepp and Whitmore Bailing have agreed to pay back that money to replace the missing vehicles. The victims of a beating caught on video near Bradley Technical High School have testified in court. 4 Milwaukee Public High School students face charges in juvenile court for beating 2 men last week in a brawl. One of the victims, Jesse Andino, said this in his testimony.
And what he did to me, that's uncalled for. He's not a little kid. And he knew what he was doing, and he'll go out and do that. Yeah. 2 of the teens entered a denial Wednesday, which is the equivalent of pleading not guilty. 3 of the 4 teens have been ordered to stay in secure custody. The 4th teen appeared in court yesterday afternoon. And better news, Stevie Wonder will be coming to Milwaukee next month. The 74-year-old Grammy-winning artist announced a 10-date tour during the month of October. The tour is named after his latest single, Can We Fix Our Nation's Broken Heart? Interestingly, other stops on the tour include election battleground states. Wonder is scheduled to perform at the Pfizer Forum on October 24th. It'll be his first performance in Milwaukee in 9 years. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at the Pfizer Forum box office or online at PfizerForum.com. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the 3rd hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the Queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown in studio. And we got the amazing DT from DT and Telly in the Morning, Truth Be Told. How you doing?
I'm great.
Salute, Queen.
Listen,
what's happening?
Anytime I'm in the room breathing the same air as Elizabeth Brown.
Oh, wow.
And I had to go ahead and do my inhalation. I had to come in here and breathe the same air as Liz Brown. Let me just
so crazy.
Truth Nation, before I get on my soapbox, I respectfully asked Tory Lowe, as this is his show.
Right.
Could I have a few moments to do something that we, especially as Black folks, need to hear and witness more so than not?
Real talk.
And I'm going to keep it, as we say, gangsta.
Hey.
100.
Keeping it hot.
And I just want to share with, especially, give me a second, Tory. I want to specifically speak to all of the Black women that are listening, regardless of your age. And as a matter of fact, just all the women, because it's difficult right now, because as women, especially as Black women, we're conflicted because we see a Black woman on the presidential ticket, and we got all kind of input coming from all directions. We see her, and we see these rallies where thousands, if not 10,000s of people are excited about the potential of Kamala Harris being the 47th president of the United States. And then we also, like today, we talked about the Teamsters, 1.3 million members, Liz, of the Teamsters, who have traditionally for the past, like in the history of the Teamsters, have always endorsed the Democratic candidate.
Right.
And this year they did not.
Right. They was at the RNC.
They was at the... Let me just say this to all of our listeners, especially those that identify as Black women. A couple of weeks ago, I was here in the studio. It was around, I don't know, it was the afternoon before or after the Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And I was going through it. I've been tired, black women, just like y'all. I've been tired of constantly being regarded as the help.
Come on.
Fixing things, building things, and being regarded as a resource.
Come on.
Not a leader, not an innovator,
but resourceful.
But as a resource, as the background singer,
right?
As the
and
crutch.
You want to be the lead.
It's not want to be. We are leading, right?
Right.
But in terms of when the words come out others' mouths,
it's not matching what's going on.
She helped me.
Yeah.
She support. No. I invented. I created. I innovated. So a couple of weeks ago, I was in the studio, and we have our pre-show areas, and Liz walked in, and I really need, especially for those that are not black women, because for so long the images and the way that black women are portrayed are either combative, angry, aggressive. The list goes on and on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what you don't see, especially on those reality shows that are primarily starring and featuring black women, and I'm having a moment, and y'all hear Liz Brown. I've listened to Liz Brown since she began being a sought-after expert on your show, Tory.
Right. And an advocate in the streets.
And an advocate in the streets. And every time I saw you, Tory, I'd be like, man, I want to meet Liz Brown. I need to get her autograph.
Oh.
Well, at this moment where I was having, which black women struggle with, a very vulnerable and emotional moment, not only did Liz coach me, let me start in the chronological order. Not only did she listen to me with intentionality, she recapped what I said. She validated that the struggle is so real. And she hugged me. Now, during this moment of where she's embracing me physically and verbally, initially, Truth Nation, I rejected it. Not rejecting Liz, but because I've been conditioned as a single mom to be the dad. See, that's what y'all
be tough.
See,
that masculine.
That's what y'all forget about. Women do not wake up in the morning and say,
choose it.
I want to be a man.
No, not at
or
all.
I want to be masculine. No. But you best believe when the realization hits, and it hit me in the hospital room because I had my son. I drove myself to the hospital.
See.
And I didn't have sophisticated medical insurance. Y'all should see Tory's face. He's so engrossed. I love it. And I remember every pothole that I hit Liz.
Hey, that contraction. Look here.
And then it would be a contraction, and
they still ain't got the potholes up.
And so the moment that I had Darren, my son,
salute to Darren.
Salute.
He loves some Tory Lowe.
You know that's my man.
Man, trust me, you're his. When Darren was born, and they placed your child in your arms, my mother came into that room and she said, this is the moment where I need you to understand this. They build jails and prisons based on the number of black men that are 8 years old in this country and that are that either are illiterate or have very,
third grade test scores.
They are designing and building and constructing prisons
from the
pressure
third
that
grade
comes from
test
that
scores.
as a mother.
Every time. So you feel me?
Absolutely.
So I had to instantly, Tory Lowe.
Yeah.
I had to instantly make a decision on, as part of being a single parent, am I going to have to be more of the dad in this or the mom? Because see, dads and fathers and men, they provide and they protect. They bring home the bacon. And side note, black women, all the like Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, who I admire and respect for their artistry, quit listening to these women who tell you to be independent then go home to a husband.
Come on. Every time.
Yeah, they all. Most of them got men. Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them got a husband or a man.
Hot girl summer, but they booed up.
Quit listening to that.
And stop listening to those rappers that say they ain't doing all these drugs and they drinking vitamin water.
Exactly. So with that being said, I really want Liz for the whole world, because I know there are many people that listen to this show that are not just in Milwaukee, not just in Wisconsin, but all over this country. That scene in the movie The Color Purple, I ain't talking about the Broadway mess and all that, because you know that didn't.
The original.
The original. There's a scene where Miss Sophia had just been released from prison after having all of her children taken away from her. She had nothing. And Miss Millie had given her a grocery list to go to the market.
And she couldn't read it.
And she couldn't read it because she had been abused so much that her eyes were closed. She couldn't even read the grocery list. And here comes Miss Seeley. And fast forward to Easter Sunday dinner, she looked at Miss Seeley, Miss Sophia, in the eye, and she said, I was feeling mighty down. And then you came in and you took the list from my hand and you got those groceries. And I knew at that point that there was a God.
There is a God.
There is a God. There was, is. So, Liz, I am publicly on this radio station, on this Tory Lowe show, thanking you for being that Miss Seeley that day. Because what people do not understand, contrary to popular belief, it is queens and genuine loving black women like Liz Brown.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Queen.
That do not need any accolades, any public recognition to recognize when another woman who looks like her, without even knowing, to just say, I love you and give you that hug. Now, to finish this, she said, and I'll never forget this, she said, see, the thing is, you're seeking love. You're desiring love, not physical or sexual, just like love from a man in terms of how God created this world, Adam and Eve. She said, but you're not going to get that as long as you keep fighting it. You can't ask for love, but then demonstrate anger, hate, and combativeness.
Correct.
She's like, you got to be, like me hugging you right now, you're fighting it.
Yeah.
So how would you expect a brother, a king,
to come in?
So listen, I'm about to catch this flight and go back to my bed tonight. But Liz, and I hope that whoever's listening hears this.
And if you're a king,
we love
if you're
you.
A king,
we love you.
Chime in.
We need you.
And Tory Lowe, and to you, let me just say this.
Because I'm loving the conversation. It's powerful.
To you, Tory, whomever you want to vote for, you vote for.
Period.
Right, facts.
And, you know, the thing about being a talk radio host is that you have to have the discipline and the responsibility of not only listening to your listeners, but also being able to not take certain things. Because there are miserable people who literally sit on their keyboards and just be like, I'm going to mess with him. I'm going to
Keyboard gangsters.
Keyboard gangsters. Let me just say this to you, Tory.
Twitter fingers.
Let me tell you this. Whoever you vote for, it does not define the selflessness, the dedication and commitment, the advocacy that you have consistently demonstrated.
Come on. Day after day.
Day after day. And every time, Truth Nation, and Tory, stop me when I'm lying, every time I see this brother, as a black woman, as his sister and his queen, what's the always the area of focus that I ask you about?
Am I all right? Am I taking care of myself?
And are you getting your what?
Rest.
Because if I hear one more person say you can sleep when you're dead, you can't sleep when you're dead.
You're dead. Come on. Real
I love y'all. I just have to say that. But Tory, vote. That's what matters. Our ancestors don't care about who you vote for. They care about the fact that you exercise that. And if you want to vote for Trump, let me tell y'all something. The fact that this brother is courageous enough to even share that. Leave him alone about who he's voting for.
Well, they ain't going to do nothing to me.
We don't care, though. We don't care.
I mean, like I said, they voting who. I'm not mad at who they voting for.
Let me tell you this right now. My mother, who is Guyanese, she's West Indian. She's 85 years old. Shout out to my mom.
Hey, salute to the queen.
Come on, somebody. She used to always tell me this. Number one, man didn't give it to you, man can't take it away from you. And the second thing, Liz Brown, that she used to always tell me, do not mess, and I mean underscore, do not mess. Do not try, or don't even think about fiddling with someone who is anointed.
Come on,
Tory Lowe is anointed. Let me tell y'all, Truth Nation, right now.
Come on.
Anointed people, they are undefeated.
Facts.
undefeated, and Tory
Spiritually
Lowe
protected.
is an anointed man. So if you don't respect or agree with who he's voting for, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's more than cool.
But the malice, black people, everybody that listens to this show ain't black.
That part.
And they get some of the people that aren't black that listen to this show, they are entertained by saying, see, they don't even like each other. So why should we respect them?
But like I
that's
said,
fine too.
But they knew that once they was doing the slave work. You know, they've been studying us for a long time. But it's a new day. It's a time for us to stand up for what we believe in and get some action and results out here on these streets. And that's it. And if we can do that, the world will be a better place in our neighborhoods.
And in our community. But all I had to say was this, Liz, thank you, because you don't even understand the impact that you had on me that day. And I think about it all the time, and I pray for you every day.
Thank you, Queen. You're always in my prayers.
Thank you. I received that.
And I want to tell you that I'm always
And
here
they
for
loving
you.
them dimples in the chat. You got them
and
dimples.
You, Tory, there's a saying that a positive anything is better than it. Look at Darren. He's calling right now. He probably like, I hear you on the Tory Lowe show.
That's my man.
And I just want to say, Tory, thank you for everything.
Oh, thank you.
Because here's the thing. If what Tory did had a price tag on it.
Come on.
Y'all have a great week.
Hey.
We love you, Queen.
Hey. When we come back, we got some callers on the lines. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. Thank DT for stopping through. Powerful from DT and Telly from Truth Be Told in the mornings. You know how they get down in the mornings. Powerful. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Friday Night Lights officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Championship football. Be sure to tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. as we bring you some of the best gridiron action in the area. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Business Spotlight this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between The Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Me, your girl Noni Juice, will be joined by Eduardo, the Regional CRA Residential Loan Director at Associated Bank. Eduardo and I will discuss the advantages of owning a home over renting. You will not want to miss these great tips that he is going to share. So again, tune into the Business Spotlight with Associated Bank this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit vinbakerrecovery.com. That's vinbakerrecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Milwaukee College Prep, dedicated to closing the opportunity gap for children in Milwaukee, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dreams. Join me, Good Karma Brand's founder CEO Craig Karmazin, and Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 17th, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee scholars. Your support means quality education accessible to over 2,000 scholars in Milwaukee's most challenged communities. Milwaukee College Prep is closing the opportunity gap. To learn more and purchase tickets, go to MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com and click support.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that. So if you gon' do it just like this. Did you realize that you are a champion? You don't see just how wild the crowd is.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
We got DT.
Yeah.
From DT Telly, Truth Be Told, in the morning. In the building.
I'm just here to observe.
Look what you done started.
Hey.
Look what you done started.
Two queens and a king.
Man,
hey,
and
we
y'all,
winning.
Look, y'all don't see what I see. Liz Brown, she be having me questioning my sexual orientation.
Oh, wow.
She had fun. I'm like, do I like men or do I like Liz? Look at DJ.
Oh, wow.
Look at King Zech Alex.
Hey.
I'm just playing, fellas. I love y'all.
Here we go.
I'm still a heterosexual woman, but Liz Brown, y'all,
Look
she
what
fine
you
in
done
person.
started. Look what you done started.
She fine.
If y'all
Thank
watching
you,
on
Queen.
1017 The Truth, you can watch
What I do,
Liz and
Tory?
DT
Get me in trouble.
live as we broadcast live.
She fine.
Hey, we got Sean on the lines from Great Jet. How you doing, Sean?
Salute, queen.
Yo, hey, how y'all doing?
Absolutely.
What's happening in?
Beautiful, queen. How
I
you
had
doing?
to chime in on the. I'm good. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for everything you did for and are doing for the community. I just want to send a special shout out to DT too. It takes a really, really powerful human being just to speak and recognize that situation and bring the beauty out of it all. So I thank you for showing that, giving that example, because that's what this community needs. So thank you so much for that. I just
Love
called
you,
to give
sis.
Tory
Thank you.
and I just called to give Tory and Elizabeth their flowers because everybody knows, most people know what they do for this community, and I'm just so grateful. As I always tell you, there's many times they had to sit and listen to me and how they uplifted me and helped me keep going, and I just love and appreciate you guys for that. And I just say, with everything that's going on with these elections and things of that nature, I just love how we as our community come together, put some energy behind things. So with that being said, let's digress from doing so much for such election cycles and use some of this energy and uplift each other.
Come on.
And as Tory takes on this which he shouldn't have to do alone, but as he take on the quest of trying to make us better here in Milwaukee, as he continues to do, and probably taking some to the Capitol, let's give that same energy that we given for these elections. Let's do that. I mean, it's possible. We see that with how we're giving so much energy to this election. Let's use that very same energy to uplift the beautiful gems like Elizabeth Brown and Tory in this community. So I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. You guys have no idea.
Wow.
And like I said, I just want to give you flowers. So
salute to you, queen. We absolutely love you. Yeah. And like I always told you, whatever you need. If I got it, it's yours.
Yeah.
If I ain't got it, we gonna go get it. Okay. Point blank and
I know that's right. And y'all pay what they weigh. They don't just talk the talk. They walk in this walk, y'all. So I say if any keys to the city should be given to them at this point.
Absolutely, Liz Brown and Tory Lowe should get a key to the city. Hey. What do we, Mayor
yes,
Johnson?
They should.
Hey.
So Snoop Dogg, when he give up his, I know some perfect people.
Hey,
Look, County Executive David Crawley just left the studio. We should have said that to him. Look, you better preach,
Hey, this is a perfect time if you're
Right?
Y'all so crazy.
sir.
Hey, look, all I need is what it is that y'all have given me, and y'all don't understand that me and Tory are who we are because we absolutely, positively love y'all with everything we got. And if all I have is my life to lay down, I'm willing to get at. You hear me?
Wow. And she's and I'm telling you,
I
yes.
know that those are facts.
Yes.
Those are facts.
Hey, I've been shot at, stabbed, people tried to stab me, tried to ran off the road, everything.
Dang, Tupac.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
You're
I get up every day and I be like, let's get it.
That part.
Anointed.
Hey.
That's right.
Because ain't nothing gonna happen. I mean, God ain't gonna allow it to actually succeed. So
covered.
Like I said, fear no evil. I'm not afraid of anything, and I have no fear.
The chosen ones are always
we
protected.
outside.
Chosen ones are always protected.
Chosen ones are always protected.
Oh, I promise
I love it. That's a bar.
They tried to shoot my truck up, and it was on the news. And I just looked at it like, that just comes with being in the environment when you tackle the tough issues.
But you can't be touched.
When God is
at all,
when God is working with you and you working on the plan that He gave you, you don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry about
King
anything.
Zach Alex, can we get some Fred Hammond? No weapon.
Facts.
Salute, Queen.
Me.
You so crazy.
And what's powerful?
Look what you done did when you came up. You done came up here and brought the whole vibe, brought a whole frequency.
It's nothing but love. Ain't nothing like black love.
You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, now is a pivotal time. There's a changing of the guards. And like I said, when we start to love each other, when we start to see each other, everybody else is in trouble. You hear me?
There's so much. See, that's why
here we go. Y'all, you done came in here and took him to church.
That's why I love King Zach Alex. Such a professional.
Yes, he is. That's my DJ.
What?
Come on.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all come for King Zach Alex, or as they know, DJ Brother Z.
Hey.
He called me auntie. I will take off my earrings for King Zach Alex.
Hey, look here.
I will take off my earrings for Liz Brown.
I am with you.
I will take off my earrings for Tory Lowe.
Hey.
I will take my earrings off for all black people.
Come on.
Look, DT, it's been a blessing because the thing is, we got to get back to love.
Yes.
And many times we point the finger at each other when we're not looking at the hand, as Liz would say, that's shaking the glass.
They got the ants in the jar.
So we have to make sure that we are understanding that some of the conditions that we're living in were shaped this way. A lot of well-to-do ideas that we came up with were broken and stolen and stripped from us. So we have to always, every so often, regroup, rethink, and reshape, and recalculate our moves to move forward in America, because they always regrouping and rethinking and reshaping how to keep us in a certain situation. And we got to always understand that, okay, every so often, we got to backtrack, understand where we got to make the moves in a better area to get progress.
To love.
Where
that
to put
black
the
man, that woman and child.
Right.
And all I'm going to say is, DT, all I'm going to say to Milwaukee, anybody that know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, if you didn't say,
and to
what
know you is to love you.
Hey.
No, for real, Queen. Because seriously, like, you are, it's just genuine, Liz, the love that you give. And again, I just hope you, and I know you will not change who you are. This ain't easy.
It's not.
Because when you know who you are, and yet you have people who judge you and criticize.
It's meant to be, though.
And you're like.
And I love them, too.
I love them, too, as well.
I understand. If I was them and they was me, I would hate me, too.
But don't get it twisted.
But
now.
the beauty.
Liz is better than me. Tori, you feel what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted.
Why is y'all so crazy?
But the beauty that we have within each other, and like I said, right now it's time for us to, especially us as adults that's in the front now, it's time to heal the inner child. Because a lot of times the way we see, the way we feel, the way we see the world is from a broken, a traumatized.
Can you talk? Because Liz, one of the things that, and you said, I can't say it the way you said it. Can we talk about the child trauma that has translated into how and why we show up as adults in our community?
Broken. It has a lot to do with, again.
I know Tory gonna kick me out.
I'm listening.
This is still the Tory Lowe show.
Hey, look, I'm letting the queens see. I got to let the queens have their time.
Thank you.
Even if it was not the time, it was on time.
Hey, say that. But to our broken childhood trauma is major, because it shapes our reality, especially, again, when we were talking about reparations, the repair. We were never repaired from that. A lot of time when you're traumatized as a child, you grow into an adult that's wounded, and you're still that wounded child, and you're trying to navigate life as an adult. The hard reality of that childhood trauma, if it's not healed, then you come out in the world unconsciously with resistance.
What are some
and
examples?
Wanting to fight.
What are some examples, Liz? And I'm only saying this because you already gave it to me, but I seriously, Truth Nation deserves to hear this, your wisdom. What are some examples of childhood trauma, especially that face Black men and Black women, that we have had to try to camouflage as it translates into our parenting?
So for me, being raped as a child, and then having to navigate not only the fact that I had the best father in the world, okay, always, him and my mother was together for a long, until he died. So I know what true love is from a man, but at the same time, I was violated by a man. So to grow up and to start to date and not speak about what had taken place with me, with this individual, and in the same heartbeat, knowing that the cousin that did violate me reached out to me as an adult. And when he reached out to me, the question that I had to ask for him is, who did it to you? Because the sad reality, those of us that are violators, if you think about life in totality, you have played the victim. You have been the victim in somebody's story, the villain in somebody's story, and the hero in somebody's story. The goal is to get to that childhood trauma, because when I healed little Liz, what I didn't know, that in my violation, that it would be my adult self that will come and tell little Liz it's okay. I don't need you to protect me no more. Because see, the childhood violations, you grow up and you react to the world, because when she's not healed, she show up and show out. So in relationships, I would tell individuals, if you cross me and she show up, I don't know what to tell you. But in reality, that was a cop-out. Because the truth of the matter is, when she showed up, that's because my adult self didn't feel like I was worthy of being protected. That I should be protected, that maybe this person did that to me because of something I did, because not being healed from my 7-year-old self and trying to navigate in life saying that I should have had on something different and maybe he wouldn't have done it. My mother dressed me though. So to internalize what has happened to you as a child in your child mind, to grow up as an adult and still try to be everything to everybody and never been nobody to your damn self.
Do you see why I love this woman? Now, let me ask you this, Tory. I know this is your show, but I got to ask you this. And I would ask Liz, but for some reason, the spirit is telling me to ask you. How do you think, based on what Liz just shared with us, how does that even translate? I know this is a presidential election year. We got a Black woman on the ticket.
Right.
How does this translate, do you think? Because Madam Vice President Kamala Harris sat down with the National Association of Black Journalists on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And one of the questions was, look, Black men, they don't seem to be wanting to vote for you.
At all.
Do you think that what you just described, Liz, the childhood trauma, the lack of healing has translated into how Black men are entering the polls on November 5th and deciding whether to vote for her or to vote for Trump?
I think that is not identity with Black men. I believe it's the conditions of the community with Black men.
Okay.
Because our job is to look at it. We don't look at it like that.
Okay.
We look at it as the conditions. Are we getting a return on our investment? And what is better for us moving forward? So
you don't
it has
think any
nothing
Black
to do.
man, you don't think any
not
Black
for me.
man-
It don't have nothing to do with who she is, because she's representing an idea. See, she's representing the left, and all that come with it, the extreme left, the moderate, or whatever, And Trump is, he's just a figurehead, but he's representing a whole idea, the conservative, the Republican ideas and things like that. And every time, that's why Wisconsin is a swing state. Sometimes we swing one way when we think we get an advantage, and then we swing another way. So for men, it's where we want to get the advantage. It's not about Trump exactly him or Kamala exactly her. Now, I think with Obama, if you go back to Obama, when that first came up, my president is black, Jeezy, all of that was going on. I think that black men was like, okay, we got a black president coming in, and I think we already went through that whole phase, and I think that now we're just looking at what is the best outcome for what we trying to do. And I don't think it has anything to do with Kamala being identifying as black or whatever, or Trump. I think it's the agenda and what can we get or gain an advantage from.
Truth Nation, this is DT taking over the Tory Lowe Show. Do you agree?
I see. Hey.
833-212-1017. Now, I got to ask
Hold
you.
on, we got Miss Shaq on the line.
Okay,
Hold on. And you just took over the show, but I'm going to let it happen.
That's just
because I'm going to show up at the morning show one of these days.
You should.
Hey, and it's going to be early in the morning.
I was going to say, we started at 7.
Hey, it's going to be early in the morning.
It's hard for me to get there.
Hold on, Miss Shaq. You on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Salute, Queen.
Good afternoon, King. Good afternoon, Queen Liz and Queen Denise.
Hey.
I love Denise. I love how she moderate and bring the questions, that people aren't even thinking about. And she kind of bring a balance to the controversial issues that we talk about here on the Truth Nation. And I'd like to say the revolution will not be televised.
Come on.
It's on 101.7. And we're growing.
Yes, we are.
We are growing. We are growing. GROWING.
Yes.
We are growing through it. We are growing and we are going through it. Okay?
Yes,
all of this that we're learning, the diversity of each other, their thinking, our diverse thinking, our different opinions, that comes with who we are as an individual person.
Absolutely.
But I'd like to say I love that as a mother, and I think I'm probably older than all of y'all, as a black woman, as an educator, as an activist who loves being a black woman, who loves black culture, I love how you guys are managing and growing through the controversy. You're not, you're not perpetuating hate. You're not perpetuating criticism of a character. You're controversial over controversial issues. You're not taking it personal towards each other.
Right.
And that's the wisdom in all of learning, that we don't take it personal. We take the wisdom and we grow.
Yes.
We grow from this. And guess what? Milwaukee is not going to be the same because we are advancing, we're progressing, and we're succeeding. And guess what? We would not even be here if it wasn't for 101.7. Having these discussions and bringing it to the light. And guess what? You've tapped into the minds of many, many different people struggling on different levels.
That's
and
right.
you're bringing us all together in one station. Like I said, the revolution will not be televised. It's on 101.7.
Say that.
Pow!
Salute.
That Miss Shaq just gave us a whole year-round commercial.
Hey.
King Zech Alex, please tell me you got that. What?
No, I forgot to record that whole segment, actually.
Well, look.
Thank you so much.
While he
Miss
try to
Shaq.
dig up the data on that.
Salute, Queen.
We gonna run the break.
I got to say this really quick. Bart on the YouTube message board, he was like, Liz Brown, you are beautiful.
Oh,
he said you're gorgeous.
Salute, King. Salute.
Like I said, I'm trying to figure out, am I straight? Am I a lesbian? Because Liz Brown is in the room.
Wow.
Boing,
All right,
Y'all
look.
brothers better hurry up before I start crossing the street.
Oh, wow. Well, we come back. We'll have more discussion, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? explore teaching at teach.org. A campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Former NBA star and Team USA basketball managing director Grant Hill enjoyed a great, if not slightly stressful, summer in Paris at the Olympics.
It was gold or bust, and you really felt that. You felt that pressure, particularly in the medal rounds, and it was unlike any pressure I've ever experienced.
Grant Hill speaking recently at Bloomberg Power Players New York. All that pressure did pay off with a gold medal win for the USA. Hill's a big investor in basketball. He's a co-owner of the Atlanta Hawks in the NBA, an investor in NBA Africa, and more. He says the big summer win is good for the sport's growth around the world.
The business of basketball is in a great place, and I believe that our Olympic experience, our success, will play and continue to play a big role in that.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth, powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneim. The Milwaukee Brewers got a bounce-back win over the Philadelphia Phillies on Wednesday night. This one by a final score of 2-1. And for the second consecutive season, the Brewers officially clinching the NL Central crown.
Party like ever you want till midnight. And then remember, you've got to decide, make the choice that you're going to believe that there's a reason this group ended up first place, wire to wire.
The Crew will welcome in the Diamondbacks later tonight at American Family Field to begin a 4-game series. First pitch set for 6:15. The Green Bay Packers got some good news on Wednesday afternoon. Quarterback Jordan Love partaking in his first practice since his MCL sprain back on the team's season opener on September 6th.
Try to see how it feels every day and come here and keep doing the treatment, keep doing the rehab, and take it day by day and keep filling it out, but it's still better.
Packers officially listing Love as limited in practice. His status for Sunday is still unknown. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown. In studio, we got DT from DT Telly in the morning.
Two queens
in studio.
and a king.
Two queens and a king.
Hey,
Winning.
well, DT, you asked a question about black men and voting.
Yeah.
And I think we're more logical when we look at voting. We look at what we're trying to do and what is in front of us. But we got some audio on Minister Farrakhan talking about this upcoming election and Donald Trump and things like that. And from a man's perspective, it's just slightly different. We don't get caught up in the identity ideas or who is what. We're trying to gain an advantage or trying to see with our ideas and what we're trying to do, what fits our agenda for what we're trying to do. And that's the figureheads don't matter that much. These are just the talking heads. But you got to look at the whole structure from the local all the way up to the federal, and then we make our decisions like that, many of us. But Farrakhan has something to say about Trump. That was interesting with the audio.
The nature
Let's listen.
of this administration is good for us. Because of Trump's way, he is an anomaly. There's never been no president quite like Mr. Trump. There's something that he's doing. Trump is destroying every enemy that was an enemy of our rise. Who's the enemy of our rise? Is it the Department of Justice, where we get none? Is it Congress, where you make a law that favors us and then you turn around and destroy it? Is it the media that has destroyed every black leader that stood up for us? Martin Luther King suffered it. Malcolm suffered it. He's attacking the media, calls it fake news. We have been the victims of some fake news.
Yes.
He's beating up the FBI. Go at it, baby. Yeah. They've been beating the hell out of us ever since J. Edgar Hoover and the counter.
Hey, so like I said, we look at it different. Men, and that was Minister Farrakhan, like I said,
The honorable.
Like I said,
right.
the
The
honorable. Yeah.
honorable,
So,
yes.
so what I'm saying is we look at it in a different way.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, we still got to get out here and get to work on our neighborhoods. We got to get the hammer and the nails as men to try to rebuild our communities because we have a lot of brokenness going on. You said a lot of things when you first started about having a child being a single mother. We have a lot of broken families. 70% of the families in our neighborhoods are single families, right? But when I get called, many times it's women who call me to replace the masculine that wasn't there. So I'm all through the neighborhoods.
Which make it even more powerful.
Right.
Because when you know Tory's story, when we sit and we talk about he didn't have his mother or his father, his grandmother raised him. So when you have individuals, when you have men who didn't have a man to raise them and they become a man and they choose to take care of their community. I think for me, when I watch black men, because like I said, I had my father, and I'm a true believer in a true leader, because we're making a transition right now. It's the changing of the guards. And the only community that didn't have a man in the front is the black community. Because every other community is not.
Every other community.
Come on.
Every other community.
So make it make sense. It's by design.
I'm going to just speak to your male listeners, Tory, if you don't mind.
Well, hold on. We got Security Mike on the line.
Oh, Security Mike.
Let's listen to Security Mike, and then we can get your reply, DT. How you doing, Security Mike?
Salute, King.
How you doing, T.O.? This ain't nothing on the topic. It was I heard I missed the show the other day because you had my boy on there that we kind of grew him up. Yeah, Sai. Sai. And if I would have called into the show, he would have been like, who this? Because I was saying this. He'd have knew right away, man.
Right.
That's something else. But, hey, I wanted to know, and I know he coaches for King, when is their next game? Even if I ain't got a ticket,
he got to send me the list. He got to send me the list.
You can actually go on NPS.com and find out, or Google Kings basketball games, the boys basketball games, and they'll have a schedule. Usually that's how it works. And it'll let you know if you have to pay
when they play
the game or not.
Exactly. And T. Lowe, you might just know you play football. I had one of my guys that hooped with me and stuff. He was coaching them and practicing. I used to go up to the North field there where he was drilling them kids. Do you know a guy named Dwayne Purford?
He was a coach?
Yeah, he was holding practices with the kids.
Back in 95, 90.
Somewhere around there, y'all would have called him Coach Dwayne Purford.
Okay. He didn't play for the Racing Raiders, did he?
Yeah, he played. Yeah, I was just
okay. Yeah. I thought that was him.
And all that.
Yep, I remember him. Hey, I remember him. But when we come back, I guess we're gonna have to get the final thoughts from Elizabeth Brown and DT.
I got
two queens and a king.
Two queens and a king. Boy, Tory, aren't you lucky? Aren't you blessed?
You know what? That's in the Bible, though.
And we find
that's biblical.
How many times you got intellect and beauty? Come on.
All right, we'll be back. Stay locked in.
No baby oil.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
When you mix anything with white supremacy, it fails. I think feminism is great. I really do. I want women to be as feminist as they want to be and fight for their rights, because as a man, I literally lose nothing. That's the same mode of thinking where people believe if African Americans have total equality and fairness, that white people are going to lose something. No, they won't. Won't lose anything.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Ring in the changing of the seasons with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra when it presents When the Saints Go Marching In, September 20th through the 22nd at the Bradley Symphony Center. The MSO and its newly appointed principal pops conductor Byron Stripling will be joined on stage by Broadway star Crystal Monet Hall, organist Bobby Floyd, and drummer Jim Rupp for a musical journey through the roots of the blues with songs like Alexander's Ragtime Band, St. Louis Blues, Sweet Georgia Brown, and so many others. Visit MSO.org to reserve your best seats now or call the box office at 414-291-7605. Come and experience some of the most iconic hits to come out of New Orleans and the Jazz Age with When the Saints Go Marching In, running September 20th through the 22nd only. The number again for tickets is 414-291-7605 or online at MSO.org.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place and instead of what you came for, you found a phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. For help with drug use, call 1-800-662-HELP for free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/knowtherisks.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Craving something mouthwatering? Head to Munchies, Milwaukee's finest quick-service eatery. You'll love their gourmet egg rolls, wings, loaded fries, and fried fish. And don't miss their signature pasta dishes and soul food options. Plus, ask about their upcoming pound cake line. They're open Wednesday to Saturday, 12 to 6 p.m. Visit Munchies on site. Call in your order or get delivery. Follow Munchies on Facebook and Instagram at Munchies Detroit Style. Check out their website at munchiesdetroitstyle.com. Munchies, where your cravings meet satisfaction.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Baby, you know that it's time to say goodbye. But don't leave me alone. Just stay for the night. I need you tonight. Baby, you know that it's
breaking news. 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got invaded by DT today. We got invaded.
Loving it.
But it was powerful. It was powerful.
It was
and I
needed.
appreciate
Can I just do
DT
a
for
quick
stopping
PSA?
through.
Side note, ladies, if you date a man who owns 794 along with 1,000 bottles of baby oil, run.
Hey.
Don't ask no questions.
But sometimes
He
you
don't
find
want
out
you.
too late.
You can't compete.
Well, you don't
ain't got
compare.
what he
Hey,
Liz,
real talk.
Here we go.
Hey, real talk.
794?
That's a store.
Amazon ain't got nothing on me. Take that, bad boy.
Oh, wow.
I'm not. If
Here
my
we
man
go.
has Tory, look at my eyes, brother.
Hey.
If my man has 794 boop, and 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants and a 50-foot bed in his backyard, you
Hey.
win, bro.
Matter
you
of fact,
win. I can't compete.
I'm not even gonna call you my man. Come on, take it easy.
She can't.
I can't even do it.
Cause you already know.
Because you ain't that dude. You ain't my man.
Ladies,
I know
run.
that. That's all I'm saying.
But
You're not gonna win.
But can you be submissive though?
To what?
To what?
I'm just messing with you.
To what?
You mean?
I don't know.
You're
I
Floyd,
just-
man.
I just
Is
talked-
Is that
Hey,
the question that he
I don't
asked?
know.
Heavyweight.
Is he
And
asking
then
Diddy that?
No,
It's
I'm just
clearly
saying.
He was submissive.
I just
With
saying.
700.
I'm looking
I don't
good.
know.
I'm looking good. We go to dinner. We go back to his place. I'm like, yeah, girl, don't worry about me if you don't hear from me in the next 10 hours. And I go in the room and I see like 1,000 bottles of baby oil
And some IVs.
I'm out.
It sounds like they said that after all of that, they had to go and get some IV after that.
So straight up. But again, the
bruises.
The criminal.
They wouldn't let him go. So the bruises went away.
What
Who
bruises are you
has
getting from this
IVs?
thing? Are they punching people? Or
Hey, it's
where
dark.
the bruises coming from?
It's dark.
Listen, it's dark.
It's real dark.
Ooh, look at DJ Brother Z.
I got both eyebrows raised.
Oh, wow.
It's real dark. I don't want none of that.
Hey.
To end this show, though, look here, Truth Nation. When I tell you that the changing of the guards is happening, two queens and a king up in here, when I tell you that black love is real and we have created things, we're creating things. We are the creators. We are the masculine and the feminine, the beginning and the end. The end of the day, you don't have to like me. but you will respect me. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
And
know y'all love
you.
Liz because she already fine. She's smart. Look, Bart didn't shot his shot. Bart, look, I'm about to get jealous.
What happened?
Look at DJ. I'm only playing. Look, y'all love men, but I'm telling you right now, if you ask me on a date and I go to your place and you got 1,000 bottles of baby oil,
oh wow,
it's gonna be a no for me, dog. Like the Randy Jackson of American Idol.
You're gonna be running.
In the words of the great Randy Jackson of American Idol, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Hey, keep it true. If that's what you want to do, mind your business. At the end of the day, Truth Nation, look here. It's absolutely nothing but love. We about to put everything back in line. Black man, woman, and child, together we better.
Hurry up, because a white guy asked me out for dinner next week. So y'all better
Oh, wow.
Look at
All that, you just ruined the whole show. All right, look, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank you, Elizabeth Brown, for being on the front lines as usual.
Love you.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, love for more fun. Let's get it. All right, Queen.
All right,
Love
Truth
you.
Nation. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, it was a lot to take in on this show.
Why you sweating, Tory?
I won't be in tomorrow. I'll be back Monday. We'll have the best of on tomorrow. But you know what? Always keep your head on a swivel. Green don't always mean go. And I love you, Dr. Ken Harris. Up next.
Glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. In times is how you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up. Already the show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. Show goes on all right. Already the show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. Show goes on.
Today's Business Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is sponsored by Associated Bank. And today we have Eduardo